Good morning everybody, it's Dan, hope you're well. So in this session I want to talk about interest rates really, not just interest rates, let's talk about the cost of living crisis as well. Because I mean, all we hear right now, well it depends who you are I suppose, but all I hear on Twitter is a cost of living crisis. But if you follow any of the government stuff, all they want to talk about are people in boats coming here illegally and the backlog of immigration processing, which is a problem that they actually caused as a distraction anyway, I'm guessing. I don't know why they've caused it, but they have caused it, and they've done it on purpose, I'm guessing, for the distraction. But from a mortgage point of view, it looks like interest rates are going to go up again, and I think we're going to have, high interest rates. Inflation, is it dropping a little bit? Is it dropping enough? No, it's not in the government's eyes, and we've talked about already how, the inflation stuff that's going on right now is just ridiculous. Because it's not the fact that people are going out and spending money on cars and big screen TVs and all of that kind of thing. It's the fact that people are actually not spending any money at all, other than on gas and fuel and now mortgages and now rents, because there's a knock-on effect. And so when we talk about interest rates, obviously, then we have to talk about the knock-on effect for mortgages, for rentals. And I've spoken to a couple of tenants and I'm like, it looks like we're going to have to put your rents up. And they're like, oh no, well we can't do that, I can't afford it. And you're right, you can't afford it. And I can't afford it either. I can't afford to just keep your rents low, artificially low, when interest rates have gone up double. Like, my costs for mortgages have literally doubled. And people will go, well, you shouldn't have bought an investment. All investments are risky. And you're absolutely right. All investments are risky. And you know what happens when we have a riskier investment and there's less properties to rent, for example? We put the rents up. It's just supply and demand, law of thermodynamics. All right, it's not the law of thermodynamics, but it is the law of supply and demand. It's the law of Section 24, which has targeted tax on rental income and not actual profits. I mean, it's just, the whole thing is an absolute mess. And obviously it was George Osborne that introduced Section 24. What an absolute idiot. Lack of foresight as to what might happen further on down the line should there be an interest rate rise. And the amount of landlords selling up right now is huge. There's a huge amount of landlords selling up right now. And you know what happens then? Rents go up. And it is this constant, never-ending wheel of rent rises, mortgage interest rate rises, more rent rises, mortgage interest rate rises, more rent rises. And the government can't seem to work this out. And is this a global phenomenon? Yeah, it is, because of the war in Ukraine. But could our governments have actually done something about it? Of course they could. Do they choose not to? Of course they choose not to. Unless it's going to help their Tory mates make a load more money or keep them in power. I mean, I have to question, why would somebody like Rishi Sunak actually want to stay in power? This guy's worth $750 million. Why would he want to actually stay in power? I can't, 135 grand a year. Unless something's going on in the background that makes it very worthwhile for him. And there has to be something going on. Something's not quite working out there, is it? Anyway, we just pulled up at CrossFit. Let's see how this CrossFit session goes.